What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Okay So Boom. We're a weekly podcast where we talk about culture, news, and everything in between, and we give our elder millennial opinion on such. As usual, I am here with three of my favorite people. We got Matt and Monique Morales,
What's
Hey,
up?
and then we got my butterscotch up there, Ryan,
What's
something
going
to
on?
eat every week.
and of course, I am
Yeah.
Chamire. Um, so what's going on with you guys? It's been a week since we really spoken. Anybody have anything fun or exciting this week?
We have a 15-year-old.
Yeah, our daughter had her
Hey,
birthday.
Fix it,
there you
Lord.
go.
She wanted
Yeah.
a seafood boil, so we bought all these crab legs and lobster tail
Yum.
stuff.
Mhm.
It was crazy,
Crawfish.
crazy
She
expensive.
wanted crawfish.
Yeah. See, I'm not a big
Eyeballs
crawfish
still in
fan.
them.
I just can't get into it.
Mm-mm.
Eyeballs
It was
still
okay.
in them. Look, they was boiling in the water, and while them suckers kept shimmying up,
Wait a minute, you got live ones?
eyeballs just like that. How eyeballs?
Ugh.
That's how they was boiling
I'm like,
past.
who get ready to eat this?
But did y'all do the thing where you peel it and suck the head?
No,
No, they ain't.
Then
do
you
that.
were not even eating it right.
You didn't eat it right.
Down the line.
mm-mm.
Did the little one eat it? Or he
You
was
get
like, no, I'm
demonetized
good on
talking about
that.
sucking heads, Ryan. What did you do?
It's
What?
crawfish. That's a thing.
I have fallen.
Gotcha. Did the little one eat it or no?
No, none for Joey. Joey don't really care for that. He don't dig on that type of stuff.
Mason be like, I'm gonna have some cereal when we eat it. He do not get
was
down
like-
with it.
He was like, "Can I have chicken ramen?" I was like, okay,
Yeah, no.
Specific. Don't give me that beef. I want
Okay,
chicken.
no other flavor. It's definitely not that seafood flavor. Joey wasn't here for it.
Oh man.
I wasn't either though, but I was. We had the andouille sausage in there, and
Mhm.
that was good. I
Had
like
king
that.
crab legs.
Ooh, King.
Awesome.
Y'all went got boiling. You know why? I can't say on air, but you know why you bought all that king crab. You know why.
It was a celebration.
Yeah.
Two things to celebrate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look at Monique. I can't deal with her.
Mhm.
Oh man.
You know.
I bought a fire pit.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's
Oh.
not a fire pit, it's a fire table. But it was really
Oh,
nice.
the propane one.
Yes.
Nice.
It was really above my budget, but that's no here, no there. But we turned it on last night and that joint was like, well, it's Florida, so it was kind of hot. But when we get our 1 month of winter, baby, I'm gonna be
Be
up there toasty.
Yes.
So y'all gonna be toasty.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it was cool. I just finished doing kind of
Y'all
like
gonna use it in the sunroom? Where you using it at?
yeah, on the patio. And then I just finished I put some rock around the patio.
I know y'all got them down
Regular
there,
rock.
them sunrooms, because y'all got them bugs down there, boy.
Yeah. It
Them
made it.
bugs do what they want.
You can't even sit outside
Yeah,
if you don't
geckos.
have the screen. You like they're just not. And then they got these little things here called no-see-ums, and
No, see him.
yeah,
Like you
literally
can't see him. Like
yeah,
John Cena.
like
You
John
see
Cena.
me?
Can't see me.
They do
Can't
this when
see
they
me.
bite you too. And I swell up because I'm really sensitive to bug bites. So with the no-see-um, it's like my whole arm swells up. So I was like, all right,
You don't see them. What is it related to?
I don't know. I would
Hell.
say in a
Satan.
It's related to F-35s.
Is it a mosquito type of
invisible. You
bug?
can't
What
see
is
it.
I
it?
would say more like a biting gnat.
Jesus, take the
A
wheel.
biting gnat. Okay.
Like a
Yeah.
fruit fly, but they want to bite on you.
Yeah. Or you're just trying to mind your business and live life. But
You the fruit.
so hopefully, now outside is working. Matt.
So stupid.
Now outside is opening back up. We're gonna see each other soon. So, with that thing that happened over the weekend, you just walk in and be like, I'm taking off. That's all you gotta do now. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like, hey, I ain't coming.
I ain't coming
I
in
ain't coming tomorrow.
and don't call me.
Check my bag.
Don't call me. Ryan, what's going on with you?
Not. I almost cursed. Nothing. It's super boring over here. So I watched a lot of Netflix. I did a lot of napping.
Did you watch any Snowfall?
No, not yet. It's up added to the queue though. It's on my queue.
Did you watch any My Hero Academia?
Also in the queue. I didn't. I watched Castlevania. Castlevania dropped, so I had to watch all
okay.
that. See,
He said it
I'm on
ain't
episode
nothing to do.
5 of season 1, so I just
Oh.
started.
None of the
Oh,
show.
I guess it's so good.
Okay.
Oh shoot. That'd be my problem
That's about
right
it for
there.
me.
Yeah, Franklin, he getting on my nerves. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's not gonna stop.
He not gonna stop getting on my nerves.
Ain't stop, won't stop.
What's the man with the Jerry curl name?
Jerome.
Jerome.
That's my homie. I love Jerome. Jerome.
He don't got no business savvy. He just straight hood, but you know
He is, and he be keeping the 100 with his ass too. I like Jerome.
Yeah, see, I kind of wonder. I'm not gonna look at y'all faces because I'm gonna look down. But I kind of wonder. Spoiler alert: if you don't watch Snowfall up to season 2, like episode 3, you might want to plug your ears. I kind of wonder if the mom is gonna come around because right now she's trying to play hardball, but if she want to have some place to live, she better come around. Sorry.
We get one. We get one and keep it PG-13.
We only get one the whole episode. You
I
just
used it. How bad?
That was a good one though. I liked it.
All right,
Very
so she
smooth.
getting on my nerves too.
Do you want the answer?
No, I don't. Not yet. Cause what is it? 4 seasons?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just finished season 4. Yeah.
Okay.
It's worth it to just keep following along. Don't give nothing away because you're gonna be like, what?
And then, has anybody watched? I know you didn't, right? You said you got 15 things in your queue, but Amazon just dropped this mini series called Underground Railroad.
I didn't start.
I did see that pop
saw the
up.
trailer, but I didn't start it.
I ain't started
I
yet.
thought it was underground. It's not underground.
Uh-uh.
Remember the CW joint with
No, it's a
the
whole.
Smollett?
It's a whole.
Oh, different
Oh.
series. Oh, okay.
They canceled that
I
though,
was
right?
so
They
into
did.
that.
I thought it was back. I got excited.
No, this through
Yeah,
Amazon.
The Smollett girl, she got hired to Lovecraft Country.
Yeah, Juicy Smollett.
But she can do more than one thing.
That's Journey though. That's the same one, not Juicy Smoothie.
Juicy.
Not Juicy.
Juicy Smoothie was clowning.
Oh man, I was like, Juicy, you gotta be more careful with these.
I was
little
just upset that he said that happened to him in Chicago because I was calling BS right away. I was like,
People don't just walk around with MAGA hats in Chicago. That's not a thing.
dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
Dead giveaway.
But I was like, wait a minute.
But it was the bull crap was way deeper than I thought it was gonna be when it was, 2 African brothers and one of them was getting
In
some
the video, I was like, this look weird.
What was he doing? That's
How
the
can you
question.
feel contention?
You know, Juicy, I think he was like, Empire ain't gonna last forever, and I gotta,
But he did a mace. Like he went out when he was still had so much more cap space. Like,
Yeah.
you wait till you start to fall.
before you fake getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
Not even kidnapped. They ain't even want them. Just whooped them and left them on the street.
Oh, wrong.
They don't never do that. Especially you supposed to be rich. They knew who you was.
It's $10,000
And they
to
didn't
punch me in
take
the
you?
face.
In Chicago, they would have
Like
took
what?
him. They would have had him in a trap house somewhere.
Ooh. At least hopefully it was going with heat.
Found Juicy. They wouldn't have found
It'd
him.
have been a real snowfall situation.
Mm. All right, y'all. Well, I want to go into that first topic about Chris Rock. So just recently, he was diagnosed with something with a learning disorder, which is called nonverbal learning disorder. And I had no idea what it was, so I did do a little research in it. He went to get diagnosed because a friend thought he might have Asperger syndrome, and that's crazy because as fans, all we see is his stand-up, which is hilarious. We see his
Right.
movie, but it's interesting. Like the person who was in his life was like, "Hey, you might want to like." How do you even say that to somebody? But luckily somebody had the relationship with him that they were able and felt comfortable enough to say, "Hey, you might want to go get checked." As a grown 50-plus-year-old man,
Yeah.
So it's similar to Asperger's, meaning that he doesn't pick up on nonverbal cues. So, like if I'm sitting here like this, like y'all know I have an attitude.
What's wrong, Chamire?
Right. Chris Rock be like, listen, that ain't his response will not be what's wrong. His response would could be nothing. And
I guess she cold.
right.
Got her arms folded.
Right.
He said it affected. Now looking back, yeah,
Oh yeah, because his hands are always like this.
like CJ from
GTA.
That probably got something to do with it.
like CJ. He said looking back, he can now see how it would have affected his relationship. Isn't that
So he just got a divorce. What, like almost 2 years ago?
Yeah, but that was I thought
But that was cheating though, right?
right. That was cheating. That
Yeah,
got
he was
nothing to
cheating.
do with-
Oh well, I'm sure it didn't help his marriage. Anyway,
I'm saying that's a whole lot of nonverbals.
Okay.
there's a whole lot of nonverbals. I don't know what to do.
So yeah, so I two things for me. Like thing number one, like I'm glad that he finally figured it out because that, like, I mean, like he's rich, so he has like another 40 years. He'll be around for a while. But thing number two, it reminded me of there's this clip that goes around the internet like every year where it's Chris Rock, Seinfeld, and two other comedians, and the other two comedians keep saying the N-word, and he's laughing. And Seinfeld is sitting there, and you see the wheels turning in Seinfeld's brain, like, why is this funny? Why are you allowing him to say this? And he actually says something. He was like, I don't think that's appropriate. And then Chris Rock's just laughing, but he's laughing like he doesn't know that this is not funny. So that kind of makes more sense now. Because I just thought he was just being
some
weird.
People
I was just
don't
like,
care about
why would
that
you do
word though.
Yeah.
Watch it again now that you know what you know. And you were like, maybe there's something there.
Well,
I
two
don't
comics
think I've seen
white.
the clip you're talking about.
Yes, everybody was white except for
Who doesn't know?
everybody was white except for Chris Rock. And the only person who said something was Jerry Seinfeld. He was like, this is not funny. We shouldn't be joking about this. But the other one is Ricky Gervais, and I forget who the other one is, but they are saying the N-word.
What?
Yeah. So it could be that he doesn't care about the word, or it could be that he wasn't picking up that this is not something you should be doing on camera.
No, I think that what it could have been is a struggle with confronting that in that situation.
Yeah, he could also been uncomfortable. That's true.
What in the heck do I say right now?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna laugh.
Those are verbal cues that you should get angry. That's not
Okay,
that's not nonverbal.
like they didn't say it with their eyes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They blinked it in Morse code. Like
I'm gonna go.
I intercepted that. I intercepted that. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna find it and send it to y'all. I'm putting in the group chat.
Yeah. Put
all
it
right,
in.
all right.
Yeah, I've never seen that, but I just
even Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky.
it also said that
Talk
he
about that guy anyway.
does 7 hours of therapy a week right now to, I guess learn how to cope with it. I guess that would be a lot, like you being 54, 55. I know he's past 50.
There's an hour and 15 minutes, 5 days a week.
He might be one of the old, well, I don't know. Is there anybody not probably the most famous person that would be that age to have that figured out, because other people have been diagnosed in adulthood too, but usually like in their 20s, like maybe they take off and go to college or something and get that, something's not right type of vibe, like that guy in that documentary that we watched. And he just like, I always felt different, and went completely to the extreme and got evaluated for Asperger's and all that kind of stuff. And it was an interesting process to see somebody go through at that age. But Chris Rock, that's
he probably didn't have access. He didn't have access probably when he was younger to healthcare, mental health and stuff. And then once you got that type of money, everybody's a yes man.
Yeah.
So they don't care to you a little off. Like,
If I wonder, like people like his spouse, like how do you not notice that your spouse is different?
I probably just think that he's a butthead. Clean it up. Like, he's always been a butthead.
They are from that generation. Come on now, how many times you got questionable relatives that's in that age group right now? Back in the day, grandparents be like, "Oh, he crazy. He just crazy. Just sit down."
He been crazy about 4 years old.
They ain't believing that kind of stuff. They just they put an age on it. Right around 3, he just lost his mind. They didn't put the work in to back then. Everything you could start with whooping. Get that belt. Get that.
since his diagnosis, he's been trying to do things for autism a little bit. It's like I watch Mark Rober. You guys know who Mark Rober is?
I don't watch it, but I know who he is.
He's the former NASA employee that did like the Ninja Warrior thing for squirrels and world's largest Nerf gun. He's like an engineer that does cool stuff on YouTube. But Mark Rober a couple weeks ago held a 3-hour live special on YouTube. For the benefits were next for autism, right? So basically raising money for autistic people. And Chris Rock showed up on there and he auctioned off a phone call with Marty the Zebra. So that was pretty cool.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marty's so funny. He made the what's that? What's the movie? Help me out here.
Madagascar.
Madagascar. Yeah. That was so funny. The first one was the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that's good, and hopefully he does more just to do awareness and use a platform for good.
I
raise
do
a little
like that.
money.
The whole thing was about adulthood too, because we got them when they kids. You know what I mean? I mean, we be having them forever, but about when you get old, when you die, you want these programs to be set up so that these people, if they need the assistance, because they don't all need it, but I mean, sometimes they do. They need to have somewhere to go. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
It was.
So the special's called Color the Spectrum.
Yeah.
If you're wondering, it's 3-hour special. Lots of celebrities. And the profits they make off of that video go to Next for Autism, which supports.
Where can we find this video?
On YouTube.
It's on
YouTube. Okay.
But
and who was that crazy man that was on there with him getting him on there? Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Him.
Oh, okay.
So he co-hosted with him.
You don't like Jimmy Kimmel?
Turn his mic off.
Well, I like Jimmy Kimmel.
It was very Steve Harvey-ian, but
why?
None of the black.
All right. I don't know what that means. Moving on. Let's go to the next.
You will see when he hosting, you're going to have moments where you be like, please be quiet, Jimmy. Just stop it and let the man talk.
Doing too much?
Yes.
Too much? All right. Well, so I'm in Florida, y'all West Virginia. So I think these are both states that have been affected by gas shortages. Have you guys been affected by the gas shortage?
Look,
yes,
we were affected by nutbags.
The people shortage.
Yeah, we were affected by the brain shortage.
The brain shortage.
The intelligence shortage. That's what we was affected by. Probably. Yes, we had the closest gas stations run out of gas. And we sitting up here like this thing gonna blow over at the end of the week, but we got low. I was mad. I was looking at the gas station be busy, like I live over here, I'm not stopping today, and then turn around and that thing was ticking down on our. It was like, please go home, people, stop filling up.
Don't come to my gas station.
Rubbermaid containers.
Yes, they were backed up onto the highway trying to buy gas. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
And then put it in trash bags. Yeah. Like your car is going to blow up. If you get home, your garage is going to blow up.
There was a car that blew up. Like they got in a little fender bender and it was like, poof.
There's no cap.
So it's just gas fumes. Smoking a cigarette.
Oh my God.
Go back in there and lit him a square.
What? Yeah, people crazy.
I guess my thing was, what's the end game? So you putting, first of all, assume the gas is gonna eat through that bag. It is gasoline. Also, what's your end game? How we getting it out the bag? And what we putting it in?
Same thing with toilet paper. It was like toilet paper. Like it makes no sense. Like people just
toilet paper could sit in the basement forever until you use it.
Right.
But why? Why during a pandemic? You're lying from CNN. Why during a pandemic? Do you need so much more toilet paper?
Make sure you can wipe your ass.
You're just gonna buy all the gas in a pandemic.
America got a mental health problem that we're gonna have to rectify in the next decade or so. Because we crazy.
You need to bring back institutionalizing folks because they need stuff in there.
No,
not the asylums. No.
The asylums. Those used to be terrible people.
And they deserve it. You got your crazy.
No.
Monique be going in there with her clipboard. She'd be like, you know what? You owe three gas.
That's your shock therapy.
Front lobectomy for her. She needs a lobectomy. Go ahead, just take the whole front of the brain off.
The lobotomy.
Yeah.
It's a lobe.
No.
Take the frontal lobe out.
No, I am against asylums. You know, they used to put autistic people in asylums. They call
Well,
them
now we know better.
And just women in general.
Now we
Exactly
know
why
better.
they don't
A woman with an opinion, you go to the sanitarium.
Y'all not gonna get all. Y'all not gonna
They
get all.
start at the gas
Y'all
station.
not gonna get all PC with this and mess this up for me. We can start gathering them up at the gas
The
station.
sanitarium, no sir, no.
You
way.
could put them in there first.
Anybody with a MAGA hat.
Put them in there.
or anybody. It could be anything you didn't feel. It was like Salem witch trials. It was I don't like your opinion. Sanitarium.
We better than that now.
Sanitarium.
We got delegations. We got unspoken delegations. If Black Twitter wants to put you in there, you're going.
You go to the sanitarium.
You're going.
Goodness.
We put little Nas X in there.
Oh, he
no.
just needs to
Him and his
sit down
shoes.
for a little
And them
bit.
shoes too.
He just need to go in there and just relax. He need a timeout.
Got him shoes off his straitjacket.
You want a
But-
30-second recap of what happened with the pipeline?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
So
Is this from the perspective of the other side of the firewall?
yes, I don't plug my show on this show.
I did it for you. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate it. we got 3 episodes all about the pipeline this week. But quick recap. So from what information has already been divulged, so the ransomware attackers out of what we believe to be Russia, they attacked the pipeline, but they attacked the billing side of the pipeline. They stole data, threatened, asked for ransom. And then like they were getting it, they started encrypting files because they're in the system. And then the Colonial pipeline freaked out because they didn't know how deep they were in there. So they shut down all the network. And when they did that, obviously trucks stopped moving, gas stopped being pumped. They just had a really terrible business continuity plan, disaster recovery plan from my perspective. More so than just the ransomware, because everybody's getting attacked ransomware right now. But you need to know that if you're down for a day, let alone 6 days, what happens to your company? Now you know crazy people go buy up all your gas, because we would have had gas if it wasn't for crazy people.
Yes.
Buying up all the gas. But during that process,
shortage.
So we exacerbated the shortage. But so they went to go off their backups because they bought the key back to their encrypted files. So they paid $5 million. They got a deal because they could have got 50 million, but they got $5 million. They started to decrypt the files. It was taking too long. They paid the ransom. You're not supposed to pay the ransom. It was taking too long. They tried to get off their backups. It was taking too long. The FBI got involved. The government got involved, and they finally got back up. But the worst part is they paid the ransom.
Yeah.
You know,
You know how many rupees that is?
Is it all Bitcoin? 5 million Bitcoin.
They wanted
Oh,
in
man.
Bitcoin.
Did they hide him inside vases?
like Zelda. Yeah, no, they got paid in Bitcoin. That's the only way that you can get away with the money.
They wanted it in Bitcoin.
Yeah, but when you cash that Bitcoin out, you know how many rupees that is?
you so I sure don't.
What's the exchange?
So they issued an apology because they didn't know it was going to affect us that bad. Like, obviously, these people didn't know.
Who issued that apology?
The organization. So it's
Are
weird,
you
right?
kidding
They're a subcontract. So the way these things work is somebody builds the tools. So DarkSide is the company, or not company, but the ransomware gang that built the tools, and then they subcontracted to people. Like, hey, you can use our tools, but you will pay us a kickback. So
No.
people went out there, they ransomed it, and then I get a percentage of the Bitcoin you make off of whoever you ransom. But they don't do. They have code of ethics. They don't do nonprofits. They don't do hospitals. They don't do anybody within their area of responsibility in Russia, and they don't do politics.
So
They didn't mean
it's ethical, unethical hacking.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
How does this
it's weird, right? This
Understand.
is the world we live in now.
Look, you let that be the Black Panther hacking organization, we'll be under the jail. You hear me? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
They would have been found out who it was.
Like they just came out like, "Hey guys, it was us."
Look, if
Let
you want
them
gasoline,
be a South Africa based
What they say?
hacking organization. Do
if you
that.
want gasoline, you give me 5 million.
I
$5
don't
million.
like it, man. I don't like it. I want you to stop.
I had to bring it back. Wait, tell me again.
And potato. Give me potato and vodka
Oh my
and
god.
$5 million. I give you
They gonna shut-
gasoline.
You worse
They're
than
gonna shut us
Dr.
down.
Seuss.
But we ain't got no money though, so try to ransom where it is. You can have it.
Are you gonna take all $5 of my dollars?
Okay.
We were good here.
We need to
I
pick.
like in Tampa Bay area. Like it was a couple of gas stations out of the whole Tampa Bay area that ran out of gas, but we were fine. But just in case, because people was tripping, I was like, man, I got a half tank of gas. I was like, this car eat a half tank of gas for breakfast. Let me just go ahead and just fill up my tank. That's it. I'm just gonna fill up my tank.
This is just ridiculous, though.
Yeah,
And
eight gas cans.
And now you know how they justifying it. A lot of them are justifying it by saying, well, it's not just the fact that, you know, we're supposed to possibly run out of gas. We want the gas at this price because it's gonna go up to like $5. Like they just making up stuff now.
But you are not an economist. You didn't study economics.
I
Like,
have
what is your background?
So we did find a gas station with some gas yesterday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And they did increase the gas price 12 cents because of these people.
Yeah, but in one place, though, I think in Virginia somewhere, it went up 50 cents overnight, and that was kind of weird. But yeah, them people was like, well, let's get it now while it's going to $3 because we don't know what the end is going to be.
What's the half-life of gas though? Like when I get gas from my mower, like a normal human being,
Right.
you have to use it so it doesn't go bad. So if you have
I think at
people
most
just
full-size
gonna be
gas
gassing
tanks
up
of
at the
gas.
crib. They just gonna be gassing up at the crib. It's
So I
really,
said at most, I think you can keep it a year before it turns into paint thinner.
well, you're gonna be gassing
As long as you
up
store
at
it
the
properly.
crib.
Not in a bag.
Not in the
You
bag.
telling me
Not
a
in
trash bag is
not
bad?
in a grocery bag, not in a box, not with a fox. You know, this is the most ridiculous because it just don't make no sense. You know, all them pictures of people doing this type of stuff, and it's true. You know. Remember, I shared it in the group. That CDC is somewhere like, let another pandemic happen. We ain't saying nothing.
Y'all just gonna have to figure this shit
So
out.
we not saving y'all.
We through. We are through. Because
All right. Well, we know people's crazy. Anytime anything bad happens, we know in this decade, people are just going to hoard
and I don't understand
something random.
it.
So
The hoarding mentality is real. You're right, Ryan. They got mental health issues. They need them people from off of A&E channel to come and slap the mess out of them.
Organize they
Organize
the
they
gas
in their garage.
supply. They gotta organize the
The
gas
first
supply.
thing
now.
you do is start hoarding.
Well, look.
Well,
so
I
when the
want to
pandemic-
ask you guys a question. So,
Okay.
and
So-
I'll wait till I'll jump in last. But I read a article, a little story, not really an article, story about. Before I even tell y'all about the article, people reprimanding your children. How do you feel about that? Not hitting,
Mhm.
but you
Saying
know,
something to them.
if Joey was here
Yeah.
and
What is Joey doing?
I'm thinking, and Joey wrote his name on the wall.
Ooh.
No, Joey just kept taking stuff from Mason, and I said, "Now, Joey, that's not nice. Don't take things from Mason." How do you feel about that? Honestly, tell the truth.
That's
That
fine.
doesn't bother me. I'm being real. It doesn't bother me. It's about what's said and how it's being said. You know what I mean? Because I had a moment like that up in Alaska with somebody else's kids. And I see
quiet.
that look on your
Look, be quiet.
about it. And I mean, and just like, not to be long-winded about it, but this little girl wanted to drag something out and like have Micaiah be like ousted from their little group, like doing this thing where, you know, now you can't sit at the table, now you can't do it because Micaiah said no to something. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
did the parent do it or did the kid
No,
do it?
it was the child that did, right?
So this perspective is a grown adult, maybe a
Mhm.
stranger.
She getting there.
Right.
Oh,
right.
okay.
I'm getting there. So when I saw the girl, when I made my mind up that next time I see them, I was gonna say something to them.
You gotta decide.
Right. I saw the girl and I said something to him. Now, when I said what I said to the child, I didn't cuss at the child. Didn't call the child no name.
How you say it, Domo?
What?
So how you say it though?
How you say it?
Oh, she was loud.
I was definitely
She was
loud because what it was definitely bullying what they was trying to do, and I don't play that. And when the girl took off crying and ran home to her house, I let her know, bring your mama. Okay.
I tell her too.
Your daddy came.
So,
and then your daddy came in uniform like he was about to scare somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
remember this.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Matt
he was like, because I answered the door for him. He was like, let's go inside and talk about this. I said, no, you're not allowed to come to my house.
First of all, you're gonna bite yourself in my house. Let's stop there.
No.
Now I'm
So you want to get mad and flip out, and now you knocking my TV over? I don't think so.
Okay, you ain't gonna come outside of here. That's better for your health to stay outside of there, because I ain't no stripes or nothing. I don't see none of that. You come up to my house acting crazy. I don't care what you got going on. And he
said, we don't yell at our daughter.
You should.
The fact that you yelled at our kid, we have a problem with that. I was like, if you yelled at your kid, maybe your kid wouldn't act the way she do.
Yeah, okay. I was waiting for the part where what I said to the child was wrong. So I did end up going back out there and letting the father know. Tell me what I said was wrong. Your daughter was calling herself bullying my child, and I saw her and I took the opportunity to let her know I don't play that. That's not going to be tolerated. And I told her she can go get both of y'all if she wants to.
Yeah. So Monique pretty much just hit the kid with what you're not going to do.
Yeah. I said, because that's bullying and that's wrong. And if she was doing it to you, you wouldn't appreciate it. On top of that, it's fake because y'all call yourselves her friends. I said, how y'all gonna be calling yourselves somebody's friends? And if they don't agree to do what you want them to do, this is how y'all treat them. I said it's fake, it's disrespectful, and you could ask your parents or whoever you want to ask. I'm telling you, you're wrong. Now, one little girl went on in her house, and the other one ran home crying. The one that ran home crying, daddy showed up on my porch in uniform, talking about what he want to come inside and talk about. And I stayed back and let man handle the first nigga. Man, oh, you gonna come over here with uniform on? Like, I don't care about what your rank is when it comes to my child.
When you at my house,
my house, I'm the general. Okay, I'm the commander up in here.
All the stars, the birds, everything, all of it. So you can keep that. But so in a situation like that, if it was Micaiah walking and somebody parent knows that she's been bullying them, like to me it's mental abuse. Kids shouldn't be able to just do whatever they want to do in that regard. And the reason why it was so stupid. We're not gonna
Monique she didn't cuss at the kid.
Didn't call him no names, just kept it real with him and told him what you're doing is wrong, and we're about to put a stop to it right now.
Maybe an octave higher than what you hear right
now. I expected their parents to come. I wanted their parents to come. You know what I'm saying? The other
you gotta you gotta not care, because like for me, I think I was always like still to this day, I'm a very conscious person about my actions and what I say. So if I got caught out by a parent, I would have to just eat that. I would have cried in my bed, be like, dang, I got caught that time. Like I wouldn't have went to my mom, because my mom would have been like, so was you bullying?
But instead of doing that, they want to come and tell me the fact that I yelled. Yeah, I got loud. First of all, they were across the way. When they came closer, I was simply speaking in a voice loud enough so they could hear.
They were like 40 feet away, maybe.
No, you was a little heated.
Put the fear of the black in them.
As far as my perspective, if my kids were doing something like that or something that can hurt themselves or others, and you say, hey, knock it off. No, I'm not going to be mad at you. That's fine.
And that's pretty much what it was.
What if it was a stranger? So this article I read, they were at a park, and the author's child was doing something. I think it was like pushing. Or just being unnecessarily rough with another child. And then the other child 2, her mom was like, hey, what you're not going to do essentially is put your hands on my child. And I think her octave was not where the child one's parents wanted the octave to be. And she was like, well,
I don't care.
Facts. She was like, well, there's a way that you communicate things. I don't mind if you... Her thing, I don't mind if you correct my child, but you have to do it the way in a respectable manner. But here's my thing.
Your kid was potentially about to injure my kid. I would yell at you and your kid.
Can you imagine?
I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, my kid. You always gonna go number one for your kid. So I feel like this could be anybody. Anybody. There's no exceptions.
Anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. If you are harming someone close to me or someone that I care about, I'm going to intercede. And if you, as a parent, have a problem with that, then we can speak about that later. But what's not going to happen is any injury to my child or anybody that I care about.
Exactly.
That is number one.
It's like, have you ever seen, like, you be in those, are you in those moms groups or wives groups or any of that type of stuff? You see how, like, people will see some kids doing some stuff they know they don't have no business doing, and then go to social media and say, there's some kids out here lighting stuff on fire at the park.
Oh, they always do that.
Yeah,
in our neighborhood group, they're like, there's some kids doing the sex at the pool. People like, did you say something to them? I might not say nothing either.
That's the problem, though. And see, that is a thing. A lot of people do take offense. That's why I'm like, I welcome you. If I see your kid and I have to yell at your kid, chances are I should probably have to yell at you too. Come on. Come on over. Ignore my doormat say go away. I want you to ring the bell.
Go push past that, Ryan. What do you think?
Yeah, push through.
No, you're not coming in, but we can talk about it outside.
On the porch.
I think you should say something. Like if you see it, like remember when RJ was in the tackle football league, and I told you about the kid getting hurt at the playground. So like no parents at the playground except for me, because I had to bring Mason that day. So I was watching Mason play on the big kids were running around. And they're playing like some dumb game. So I was like, hey, chill out, because there's little kids around. So completely ignored me. He pushed one of his, like these are like 12, 13-year-old kids. He pushed another kid who wasn't paying attention, and he tumbled down the slide face forward. Like he was like, boom, hit the ground, out cold. All the kids gone like roaches. So I'm standing there, I'm like, hey, I'm a real monotone, like, hey, you okay?
Hey, wake up.
But he wouldn't open his eyes. So I'm like, so now I'm trying to flag down the parents and whatnot. Like, you got to say something. Because if there were no parents there, then that kid could have been even more hurt. You know what I mean? Like, you got to say something.
I'm gonna need you to yell.
I ain't started that kid from getting concussion though.
Right.
My kid didn't get one.
Ryan was like, hey, y'all need to chill out.
Yeah, you probably said it just like you said it in this podcast. So next time I'm gonna need you to yell.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that's why I think it's the way, because we've seen different things where people put their hands on kids and calling them names and stuff. None of that is necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now I will flip the script on you though, because you say it's the way. Now, if somebody yelled, or I'm gonna say but raised their octave high at Micaiah or Joey, you would be a little mad.
It depends what they were doing.
And
the words used.
What? I think my initial reaction, I go, I would be mad. I would be. I'm not, if I would expect that if either of them, like the girl, one of the kids, her mom and them stayed right there across the way, like literally could have just came stomping over or whatever. And for whatever reason, the one guy he was like, send Monique a text and ask her why she's yelling at our kid. Like,
is that what happened?
She could have came over.
Yeah,
I would have went over there and been like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But if they out there playing, running, and two kids is fighting or something like that, or you hear them disrespecting each other, and a parent's initial reaction is to get loud and animated, I'm definitely going to investigate. And initially, I will take offense to it till I know what's going on. But I ain't gonna just let you holler at my baby like, and I ain't gonna.
That's what I say. It depends, right? If it's something innocent that you just feel is wrong, but it's not like really
stepping
wrong
on your grass or something like that, then we got a problem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You better go and put some water.
I really think that's an East Coast thing, because to this day, I don't be letting my kids step on people's grass, and I don't know why, because it's just grass. But growing up, you do not step on nobody's grass. You be, don't play in people's grass. But like.
It is
looking at me like why can't I go in the grass? I'm like, I don't know. That's just how I grew up. You ain't supposed to step on people's grass.
It's not your grass. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, it's grass, y'all.
Yeah, so that's something minor, right? But if my kid is trying to do backflips off the top of your car, you could go ahead and say, you knock that off.
Yeah, get off my car. Well, you better not be like, get your ass off. Then I'm gonna be like, hold on now, player. Don't cuss at
my car. I can't say get your ass off my car.
No.
No.
You already yelling now. I'm gonna let you have to yell. Look,
You know,
if
it's
you
paint
want
job
to
costs.
say ass, you gotta say it like this. Hey,
You don't put your feet prints on my roof.
Get your ass off my car.
that's
You
how
got
you gotta
you got to
say
do
it.
it
Man,
in the
listen.
MJ octave.
If you like Michael Jackson, if you gonna yell, you can't cuss. You can't do them both.
You can't do both.
Can't do both.
Gotta
You
pick.
gonna yell?
Listen, like I went to kind of a Catholic school is in name only growing up, so 80s, 90s, and two instances. One where a teacher yelled at my best friend. It's my best friend to this day for no reason. He didn't deserve it. I'm gonna put it out there, but like just yelled at him for no reason. His mama came in there, handled business.
Ooh, she don't
But in
play. His
another-
mama don't play. She don't play to
But
this day.
but in another instance, there was another kid. He was so bad. He's one of the baddest kids I've ever met in my life. He probably ain't around no more. That's how bad he was.
Dang.
Jesus.
Room for your
He
bed.
probably ain't around no more.
Dang.
But the teacher had a relationship with the parent. Like the parent was like, if he acts up, you need to get a hold of me. So she didn't even yell at the kid no more. She was like, I'm gonna call your mama. And then he kept acting up. We said, okay. So mom shows up. The teacher has all of us go out into the hallway, line up in single file. They close the door. They beat the hell out this little boy.
Dang.
You can't do that no
I'll-
more.
I'll
You
be-
get
I'll
the,
be
you get the
surprised if
people
both of-
calling you.
I think both of them were hitting
them.
him.
Dang.
One,
back in the
one was
80s,
probably
though, when you could
holding
do
them.
that.
They had him in there
He yelled
like
at him. He was good. He was good for the rest of the week.
Mom
Yeah, you-
style.
You
Yeah.
can't do that no more. The people be there so quick. But since we're on the topic of kids and Father's Day is coming up, I already ordered Ryan's Father's Day gift.
Hey.
Take a few weeks, so I had to you got to jump on that. And Mother's Day just passed. I gotta stay off these internets at night. After he go to bed, I'll be bored as ever. So I'll just be on the internet.
What
I was reading, and they asked a question: is it okay for your spouse to get their ex a Mother or Father's Day gift? Now, this is obviously our spouses. No one has any outside children.
Mhm.
I don't know what you got brewing over there, Ryan. I can just only hope.
Zero. Oh, right. Look at Matt's face. This is the way I get treated. This is see the disrespect.
Oh man.
You see this?
Well, I got a little color in my hair. You better watch out for
Bring
me.
her back, Chamire. You got a foreign sister wife.
Ooh. Listen, I'd be like, well, that downstairs bathroom need a good scrub and go ahead and get into it.
I don't know what kind of food they eat in Turkey. What they got there? They got like gyros and what are they eating in Turkey?
Tabula.
What is a yato? Euro?
A gyro?
A gyro.
I said it correctly.
He
I'm
made it
sorry.
fancy. He made it fancy.
Euro.
Gyro.
Anyways,
Some people you can't give no money.
so you don't. So nobody has any outside children, but so just is strictly hypothetical. But what is it okay? I'm gonna go with you first, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, Ryan,
No.
low key.
It's unnecessary. Like I can see if you break off the kids with money to make sure they buy a good present, but you don't need to be buying a direct present. For what?
Don't put no thought into that. Look at his face.
Yeah. it seemed extra. Like,
Okay,
they
Matt,
good.
what you think?
I'm gonna say it's okay if the kids are too young to get their own money or really anything considerate. It's okay. But once the kids hit a certain age where they can think for themselves or make their own money, then yeah, it's time for you to stop.
Monique, what you think?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of a similar perspective. You know, I don't know.
Tell the truth.
True.
Dang. I mean,
Shame devil.
Right. Shame the devil. Come on, tell the truth.
It's the only example I have is if Matt and I split and we had moved on and had even if we didn't have kids with other people, but I don't think I would be opposed to
I ain't buying you nothing.
Look at Shamire's face.
I don't think
Wait, well, let's flip it, right?
But
Shamir,
I
would you
mean-
expect something for Mother's Day if you and Ryan split
because
up?
that's what I'm thinking about. I would want something
It's not about
Don't
it's not about what
expect
I
nothing.
want though.
giving it
You're
to
getting nothing.
the kids.
What I would say this, because I have the run before y'all do, so I'll be thinking about it. So I already know. But from like 0 to like 5, no gift, because that is a baby. Babies don't know how to get gifts. Okay. Now, from about 5 to 13, if the kid would be like, hey, I would like to get my mother something. May I have
Women done
20
put age brackets
She
on.
got the whole entire
Yeah.
thing set
Yes,
up.
may I have some money to give my mother? You give a un 20, $20 bill,
I
okay?
was like, don't that mean 20 Chamire?
$20.
Oh
And
my word.
you better make it work. Smoky mom, you better make it work. Okay,
They
past
got the whole thing at
13.
school.
Back squares.
Yeah, you better
Yeah,
go
they
to
go to
one of
school.
them little craft shops at school where you like them trinkets and stuff. You know how much stuff you could get for
Okay.
doing that? But
Take it to the dollar store. You could really hook
you
that
can
up.
ball out.
You could get
Like,
3 bases.
but if the baby is like 1 year old and you trying to get a mother, that's you giving her a gift. And that is not okay.
Because Chamire said you putting that thought and that care into it.
Thank you. Go ahead, girl. You know me. You know me.
Yeah, don't be putting that thought and that care into it, buying somebody else. And you know what? I kind of, because I really.
You better get me something for Father's Day.
Ooh.
No, if y'all get together,
I turn her eyebrows too. Look. Because I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I'm struggling to imagine not getting you something, but then.
that's because you take the love out, Monique. Take the love out.
Take
My
love
new
out.
man be like,
Chamire said, "What's love got to do with it?"
Right, take that love
Can you
out.
imagine? Or your new woman going, I know you didn't, that ain't nothing. And I'm like, and bring me my Dyson vacuum. Like, we can't do that.
But you ain't got the type of if
if
y'all
you're not with me no more,
I
then
want something
gifts
nice.
like
think about
that.
it like this
I
though.
want something nice.
So
You
with
have some
you guys
flip-flops.
have been together forever and a day.
Flip flops.
From Old Navy?
Oh, the Walmart.
Ooh,
Yeah,
the
like-
98 cent pair.
They go
He's
double
like,
as shower shoes.
Not even the Under Armour ones.
Look, you done left the stove. Okay.
See, hold on, Monique, because you looking at it with still love. So you and Matt been together for a day, forever and a day. Me and Ryan been together forever and a day.
Yeah.
So for us to not be together, it would have to be something like crazy and dramatic.
Right, like terrible stuff.
Like terrible, where y'all probably ain't gonna be on the best of terms
right.
for a little bit. It ain't gonna be no
Yeah, you ain't getting nothing away. If it go
I
down
still
like
get you
that,
something from the kids. So
no, you know what? Matt would do
kids,
it.
no.
He could, because Matt one of them bigger people, but petty type of people.
Oh no,
Like,
she
He
didn't.
would get you something and then stand there looking, knowing that you didn't get him nothing. He'll be like, see there,
with the nose up.
you
Look
ain't
at
give me
that.
something, but look at you standing here with a gift. That's how he is. That's how he
Oh
roll.
wow.
That's how he
man.
roll. And then
Wow.
you'll feel terrible, like, dang, I sure didn't. I sure didn't give him nothing. That is exactly what Matt would do. He don't let the smooth taste fool you. He like that. He like that.
No.
Yes, he is. That's exactly
He
how.
said, no, you can't even say it with a straight face.
Mhm.
No, I feel like I said, I this is why I can never, this is not the only reason why, but this is why I can never date again. I would never, because I don't know how to, this dress got pockets. I never knew. I just put my hand in by accident.
Bestowed on your life right now.
I think it's sad women get excited when they have pockets
On their clothes.
Like,
yeah,
come
because
on, female clothing designers, give these people
what
pockets.
I do when I saw they was putting pockets on maxi dresses, I went on Amazon and bought me like 4 with pockets.
So I'm like, what? I could throw my phone and I had no idea today. But no, I just think it depends on the type of relationship, because people like, I absolutely, and I want people to think like, because I'm always petty when it comes to this relationship stuff. Like, I'm definitely so very secure in my relationship. So it's just that I am a petty person and I'm working on it.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie. I be telling Matt all kind of stuff. Like, we ever broke up and you have somebody else, I'm just gonna randomly roll up to your house and slap that bitch. Like, why? Why would you say that? Like, tell her anytime I show up, it's on site. And
Especially,
like, but you just coming to pick the kids up though, Monique. Like, but I see her.
That was the tame stuff of what she be saying. We're not gonna go too deep into some of these.
That's everybody though. So it's just that I am petty, and I don't ever want to know that you bestowing any type of care, because that, like, from 0 to 5, like Monique said, that takes thought. Like, you thought about her enough that you want to get her a gift. No.
Like, you sitting there thinking about Tammy. I wonder if she could use some new bras or something.
Right.
I'm just making up a name because that just sounds like a baby mama type of name.
Oh no, it's offended all the Tammys.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
But
That's
you know
old
what?
school.
She
All
wants
the
some.
Tammys.
She
That's old
wants.
school. Ain't no more Tammys. They are.
Let me go get Tammy some slippers. No, Tammy feet need to be cold. And that's it.
Oh, bad Tammy no house shoes.
No, Tammy don't get no house shoes. I'm sick
See?
of her. She ain't
No
real.
house coat or nothing. No
Oh,
robes.
man.
See?
Robe time.
No
Okay,
robes.
so let's vote. Because Monique, you kind of changed your way a little bit.
I'm wishy-washy a little bit on this one. I'm gonna say
Mine is a hard
Because
no.
she wants something, but she don't want me to get nobody else. That's what
There
You
it is.
can't do
There
that.
it is. There it is.
I'm a
I
hard
do
no.
want
Matt,
something
yes
else.
or no?
I'm the mother. I should get something.
They would technically be the mother too.
Nah, you got
Ooh,
you almost
see?
got slapped on film. I'm talking crazy.
You
No,
would-
that's
Yeah,
the whole
but
question.
she's not your mother, so why are you getting her a gift?
Exactly, and she ain't my kid's mama. Who mama?
Isn't
Who
that
mama
what
she
we
is,
talking
Matthew?
about?
Look, everybody jump on man. Who mama?
Wait, no. So I have kids with this person that I'm buying the gift for,
Yes.
right?
Me.
Right.
Yes.
This is hypothetical.
If you got me a gift after you done moved on with your new bae,
Yeah.
your new bae gonna be okay.
See, you flipped it. That wasn't the original question.
Do you agree with buying if you got the new bae? If I had, you just said if I had a new man,
Yeah, I said I
better.
would.
You better give me
I
something.
still would. Yes.
You better.
We
You
can
still
start the
would.
whole fight.
So you yes, I'm no. Monique, you gotta pick yes or no. They could get the gift or they can't.
No, you and I go buy me nothing. I ain't buying your ass nothing.
Ryan, yes or no?
No.
You said yes earlier.
No, I said no. I said no.
You said yes, you would buy something
did
from the
say yes, sir.
kids.
He beat
No,
it around the bush a little bit. We gonna watch the video back. I swear.
Run it back.
he-
Watch
I
the video
swear-
back.
Ryan be
Yeah,
doing
I said
that though.
I said it was okay to help the kids out. It's not, I'm
Right.
not buying her
He said,
anything.
He gives the money to
So
buy
that's a
stuff.
yes.
And you just no, you just said I could give the kids $20. They go to the dollar store. You can buy
Well,
10 things.
No, you can't give. They have to request.
Tax.
You can't give.
Okay, well if they request, but aside from that, because why am I spending energy or thinking about it? We ain't together no more.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Hey,
All right. Now,
I mean it. Ouch.
so okay, dang it. I'm trying to see because we ran out of time here.
Wait, if it was Chamire, that's your attitude?
I
Yeah,
would
we ain't
understand
together
that
no more.
we're not together, so I would.
I'm just clarifying.
Yeah.
That first year,
I randomly show up to my house and I got a I don't know, Craftsman tool bench sitting outside the garage. I'd be like, she is crazy, she's gonna kill me.
Now, yeah, I would do
Why'd she buy
that.
me something?
I would do that just to be petty and interfere with your new relationship. Like I would do it
Man,
for
that
that
thing-
reason,
that thing
but
would be
not
sent
because I wanted
outside.
to get you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
That thing be sent outside. You're not gonna kill me.
Why
It's
does
a
she
bomb
keep
in there.
sending you stuff?
When y'all wake up, I'm gonna be cooking breakfast for just Matt. I'm gonna be like, nah, because I heard you couldn't do a pancake.
The diabetes frisbee. Is that what you call it?
Ooh.
I'm gonna be in there making them diabetes free, trying to hurry up and get rid of this.
All right. You know what? We'll save topic 6 for next week. We'll do topic 5. Because we're running short on time. I don't know what we've been talking about this whole time. We've been getting it
That
in.
one there was an argument.
It was a struggle, but we made it.
Okay, so again, there's a Portia. I believe she's a real.
Yes, this is what I wanted.
No, she's not Real Housewives. Some of Atlanta. What is that? Real Housewives.
Yeah, that's them. Mhm.
Okay, so Portia,
Poor
is now
TA.
engaged to her friend's ex-husband. Now,
Mhm.
Portia goes on to claim that they weren't friends like that. So, I guess in her mind, they weren't friends like that, so she can go ahead and dabble. But I don't feel like it's right at any point in time. Matt, what do you feel about this? Is there a guy-girl code?
I agree. You stay away from exes, or things bad might happen to you.
Even if you don't
You
know
might
him like
get beat
that?
up. What's that?
Even if you just you say you're an acquaintance with this person.
No, don't do it.
Don't
No.
do it.
Mm-mm.
Ryan, what do you think?
No, I just don't understand it. Like, it happens all the time. There's literally a billion other people out there for you. why are you picking something that's relatively easy
Mhm.
and messy? There's a billion people.
Is it
Go
a lot?
find somebody else.
I don't know. I heard the dude had money though. Is that because that's what it be? Dude got money.
It's about
Well, yeah, I
money.
mean, obviously, I mean,
You know he
Yeah,
got
because
bread.
he
So
you're like
he not
20
that
years older
easy
than
on
she
the
is.
eyes. He's not that easy on the
that's
eyes.
what I'm saying. I be like, all these medium ugly dudes, like who
Medium
can-
ugly.
Well, you know what? He's not even medium ugly. He well done ugly.
Mm,
I'm
Mm.
ready for
mm.
this.
He
I'm
brown in the middle.
ready for this. I'm not gonna be waking up to that thing. If you look that ugly in the middle of the day, I can only imagine how you look fresh off of sleep.
Ooh,
I ain't doing it.
You got a head shaped like a big toe.
Okay, did you see?
You
I
look like
was
a big
like,
toe.
what in the world is this? You could
So
do
With a
better than
face on
that.
it.
So,
So-
I personally feel like, when women are willing to be with certain people, because that man he don't look like he putting forth no type of effort or like he have no type of appeal at all whatsoever.
I bet he's buying Mother's Day gifts.
That man got money.
Oh, she got you with the eye.
So much. You play so much. He buying more than Mother's Day gifts. That's for doggone sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
That's-
but and from in your perspective, let's say God forbid something happened to you and Matt, and somebody you used to know in high school. Y'all used to be friends in high
I'm
school.
beating that
No.
ass.
You said what you say, Monique?
I'm beating that ass.
But y'all barely knew each other.
I
But
don't
she
care. If I see her ID before and I recognize her, I'm beating her ass because you
I think-
tried it.
I think that's a little different though. Like, even though that's still wrong, it's recency. Like they have only been apart for like what,
this
a
is
year
true.
or less.
No,
It
they're
didn't even make
months.
sense.
Months.
It's
like
like-
2 or
like
3
She
months.
wouldn't have known
And you
him
already
if they wouldn't have
engaged?
came on the show.
It's so weird. I don't know why people do that. Like, celebrities do that too. It's so weird. It's like, go find like so many people, so many.
But
She
in
stole that girl
Chamire's
man.
example, I can understand a little better. I still say no, right? But if like I died and then, I have a friend that's also broken up and then they somehow come together off of my death, it's still wrong, but I understand it.
But you
No,
the
it is.
killer in that.
But if we just broke up,
That's stanky though.
no.
That's stanky.
I don't know. Like I feel like it's wrong, and I think she knows that it's not right, which is why she didn't
Yeah.
like announce it until
Yeah.
it came out, whatever. And I think she knew the girl better than she trying to let on, because like you said, she was on the
Mhm.
show. Like, she went to her house
Mhm.
and was in her pool, so
They
the
all
girl.
in pictures together and everything, and then
That's how
didn't
she
it
knew
come
the
out
worth.
too? Ain't she pregnant by him now too?
That's alleged. We don't know.
I mean, because the way I see it, it's like she really been she thought she could have been messing with that man before they even stopped talking. And that's like, to me, that's on a whole other level. This is not just like, imagine like if it was a group of mutual friends and that you got this single friend, and then you and your man been having this person over for drinks and all this other type of stuff, and now
She was
all
checking
of
for
a
that
sudden-
dude for a long
right,
time.
she been plotting on him for a nice little minute. Like,
Yeah,
as soon as
'cause they got-
sometimes as soon as people smell trouble in paradise, they go and try to steal your man. Y'all
They
could
got
be
divorced in
thinking about
January.
anything.
And
Say,
now we in May, and they're
find out what he
engaged.
liked.
Was that January, February, March,
Mhm.
April? We just
Mhm.
started May, so us.
Exactly.
She was plotting on that man. Okay. She
Exactly.
was like, oh, he like when she go upside down. I'm gonna go upside down. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
During a whole pandemic.
Been upside
in
down
a pandemic,
in
I'm
a
gonna go upside down.
pandemic. And look, and ain't been in the other one. Ain't been upside down since she was born, because she ain't even know I was going down like that.
Oh no, like okay, it's so hard for us to say this because we've been with our spouses for so long, but in the dating world, I know looks is not everything, but if that person not attractive, like that's what you naturally see. Like, so if he well done ugly, like I can't get past that.
His wallet is
That
attractive.
man looked like a dimpled booty cheek. Like,
His
Mm.
wallet.
he is not attractive.
His wallet is attractive. Though.
But Portia not poor. Portia got money.
That man, I'm sure he probably got more money than she do.
Mm-mm.
I bet he do. I bet his net worth is higher. And
Oh,
these
yeah.
and these women will look. They'll do something strange for some change. That's why we look. That's why prostitution is the world's oldest profession.
Your
That's
face can look
why.
like the side of a refrigerator if you're worth a couple $1 billion. You know what I mean?
I don't think he got a Billy though.
Nah, whatever.
He ain't
Whatever
got
he
I
got.
think he in the real
Or
estate.
I mean, maybe he reminds her of her dad or something like that. You know, some weird.
Ooh, you just went creepy.
Right.
He calling daddy.
I don't know.
Not-
Daddy,
she had daddy
issues?
issues.
Okay, we'll go
Yeah.
daddy issues.
No, that man don't.
But it is a little weird to say.
Because he's like 20 years older than she is.
Okay, and like lastly, before we go, I was getting my hair done and we watched this show. Well, I watched a show called Married at First Sight. And so there's a guy on there who is a legit narcissist. And he is not attract like the lady, I don't think she is ugly. But as Monique would say, she might be medium ugly. Not the ugliest, but okay.
You know. Mhm.
And she had a body like yes. And he all out, and like when she came down the aisle, he said OS, like, and you don't know at first if it's like OS she beautiful or OS this is a mistake, but after the season goes on, it's like OS she's not facially my type. And I say all that to say, so we're discussing it, and he goes on to have sex with her like 3 or 4, like a lot. But I still understand, and of course y'all are attached to single people, but I don't understand if a man think a woman is ugly, how can he, do the deed? Is she ugly?
Of guys that do that.
I
knew lots of guys that did that.
We all look the same in the dark.
They have a term for that called well, it used to be butterface.
Yeah, but the face don't scare you off.
Oh, my mama.
Hey, look, you're trying to get me in trouble, okay? I'm not going. I'm not going.
I was just like, so the discussion was basically that's what she was saying. She was like, and I don't think about the stuff. I'm married. She's like, when the eyes is closed, you can't tell what somebody look like. And I was like, well, I guess that's true. But he's wrong if he don't think that woman is attractive and don't want to be with her to be doing that with her in the first place.
How's she gonna find out when the show air?
He was just so rude to her the entire process. No, he told her to her face too.
Rude, and she's still giving him a sissy. That's why I'm telling you, we gotta get our self-esteem together. Cause you ain't gonna be rude to me.
He said, "You're not the type of girl that I usually would date."
Then bye.
And then he said, and then further on, he was like, I'm just not attracted to you.
Bye.
But he was attracted in some way. And I was just like, well, I guess it makes sense if you can disconnect that way. I don't know if a woman can
Look, let me tell you a story about Monique and I's wedding and how my best man was also
why she got her eyes closed.
Was also the cameraman. Okay. And so he's filming our vows. I told you, I think it was during episode 1. I told you we got married in City Hall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so these people walking past, and in the middle of our wedding video, my best man cuts away to a girl walking down the hall and zooms in and says, "Damn, look at that ass." And then he comes back to us. I'm like,
look at Monique. She's not amused by this.
Because you don't know that's coming until you're sitting around the TV.
We had no idea.
With your friends and your family watching the wedding video, and it's gonna cut away to some ass.
Oh man,
the wretched nature of my upbringing.
But it's that type of thinking that answers your question.
Humble beginnings I had.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess, but I was just like, I think he's just an overall bad moral person, but
you
treat that girl like a and the thing about it, he medium ugly to well done himself.
Confident.
Oh, not to well done.
Confidence to take you far.
Hands ugly is
you know what, and that right there is the truth, Ryan. Let me tell you something, because I'm telling you, and I keep going back to this thing because it's the most interesting form of this type of stuff I can think of when I be looking at some of these pimps. Oh Lord, they be so ugly, they be so old. I don't even know how you
That
could.
right hand.
I don't know how you could get these girls. It's about the self-esteem. It's about this man being so confident and talking so much.
Look, I've seen some of these pimp
So
interviews too,
much.
and they just do not stop talking until you find be like, fine, what do you want? Just shut up. What do you want?
I want you.
That's how they break them down. That's how you break them down.
But see what I'm saying though? It's a big deal. What do you want? You want the pimp to be quiet. I want you on that corner. That's the only way I'm gonna shut up.
Right.
You
Like,
get on that corner.
They obviously
No.
saying fine. I'm not getting on the corner, but these women is like whatever to get you to shut up.
Because then
Be like, call me daddy. A fine daddy, shut up.
Then we on the corner, he in the car still talking.
No, where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Let me tell you about this. Come here. Let me talk to you now, girl. What it is.
On that note,
Turn 'em
all
off.
that pimp talk, it's time to wrap it up. It's always a good conversation. I appreciate everybody making it hilarious every week. Thank you to all those who are listening on YouTube as well as audio. So I know there's a little bit of audio listening audience building up. So you can hit us up.
About 2-3 people on the audio.
Yeah,
Thank you to them.
Start.
Thank you, audio listeners.
My laughing, you deserve to be acknowledged.
There you go.
There you go. Please send us an email at okaysoboompodcast@gmail.com. We love to answer your questions on the podcast, as well as continue to watch us on YouTube and IG. Both pages are called the Okay So Boom. So OKY So Boom. And then on audio, we are on 6 platforms. We have not made it to Apple yet because they're acting funny, but we will be there soon. So we'll be on 7 platforms.
With our money. And y'all are big Apple fans.
They just taking their time. That's like you got to have 6 listeners to come over here.
Man, can we get 3 more? Somebody, mama ain't listening. Mama, let me find out from my mama.
And don't forget to like our stuff, comment, subscribe, share it.
Everything Matt said. And then all those email addresses and things will be in the description box, just in case you weren't able to grab it. But again, thank you guys for listening. Thank you to my wonderful co-hosts for joining me for another crazy fill hour. And
I said, y'all kept us.
We love you. We love you. And we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.